on. What's up, everybody in the club? We getting tipsy. Get tipsy. It's Zach here with the Nerd Cave, and I'm joined along with.
I was expecting you to jump in with the popping bottles and the ice getting slizzards.
Yeah, we could. I don't remember that part, but we could.
I remember like you were hung up on those choice of lyrics for a while.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? I mean? I'm gonna try to get our audio in sync, because my audio on my end has been out of sync for a good while. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, guys. So y'all let us know. How's it sound? What does it look like and everything? Let us know how you doing down in the chat-a-rooney. Share the stream with somebody that you love. We've got an awesome show for y'all tonight. And Derek's seen some of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be showing off some cool stuff here in just a moment. But it's going to be a great show, y'all. It's going to be an awesome show. Let us know how you are down in the comments below. Tomorrow, Derek, I don't know if you know this, but tomorrow I'm filming a wedding for one Brandon Hicks.
Oh, yes, it is tomorrow. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm. They're doing their that practice thing that they do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Rehearsal. Yeah, they're doing that right now. They're like, "Are you coming to the rehearsal?" I was like, "No, I got Nerd Cave Newz."
I got other obligations, sir.
It's like, I'll be there the next day.
I was like, I can't cancel 2 weeks in a row.
I'll be there the next day. You didn't pay me for this day.
I'll be there when it matters.
Oh, but I'm excited. Like,
it's about time he got married. Lord have mercy.
It feels like I've been planning this wedding for quite some time. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for him and Jessica. He's going to settle down. You know, maybe she can show him what good taste in video games are.
I'm glad you said it, not me. Or just have him have expectations for video games. Like he has to admit when games are bad or when games are going to be good.
If only we could expect that from everybody. You know what I mean?
I know.
The comments are flying up.
We're trying to tell him.
Hide your kids, hide your fiancés. Exactly right, Murdoch. We're getting up in here. I got a good name for you tonight. Amy came in hot. Amy coming hot with some new names, and yeah, I'm excited. Guys, let us know how you doing down in the comments. Make sure hit that like button if you haven't already. It helps us out with the algorithm. I can see right now you hadn't hit the like button. What are you doing with your life? You're not helping the Nerd Cave out. You're not helping us out. You got to hit that like button. And also, let me know, is my mouth and my words going together? We got a lot to talk about tonight.
Yeah, some interesting stuff. Some things that have come out of nowhere, mainly in the PlayStation world.
Yeah. Murdoch, has Death left you alone? Thankfully, Death has left me alone. I've been getting really hot at work, like this Tuesday and today, and it's like almost like made me pass out. I'm not even gonna lie. Like my coworkers are cold natured, so they like to crank on the heat, and I'm like, this is not gonna work. Give them a
sun lamp, you freaking reptiles.
I was like, this is not gonna work. So yeah, that's gotta be fixed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus I've been also getting over this stuff. So, but yeah, Tuesday, like I got way too hot and like I was like feeling bad. I literally came home, was like passing out on the couch, like feeling bad, and like had like an ice pack, like on my body, trying to cool myself down.
Yeah.
So like when Murdoch says Zach brings his own heat with him, I really do. Like I am a furnace. You can ask Amy. Don't need heat if it's 70, 80 degrees. I know it's like
that hair.
It's all the hair, but it's like, oh, it's cool in the morning. It's like, like 57, but it's like by the time it hits 10 o'clock, it's 80 degrees outside. Don't mess with me. Plus, I'm the first one at work. So guess what Zach does? I come in and I turn on the AC. It's like, if I'm going to be here 30 minutes before everybody else, if I'm going to be the one running this office, because I'm here before everybody else.
You're the thermostat king.
I'm going to control that thermostat. And like I was moving stuff Monday and one of the dudes like went to go turn up the air. I was like, don't you do it. I was like, I will break you. He's like, oh yeah, you've been moving stuff. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm also like 2 times your size. Yeah. Like, it's like, if you're cold, wear a jacket.
Right. Put on more layers.
Murdoch says, our work freezes us in the summer and winter. Hey, I'd rather be cold than hot. I'd rather be cold than hot because you can always put on more clothes.
Exactly. But when you get hot, you can only take off so much. But then when you get down to the skivvies, that's it. You can't take off anymore. Yeah,
exactly. It's like, I'm just going to have to start wearing more shorts because I've been wearing pants recently. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah. Do I have a fan? No, I do not. And like where we're at right now is like this old building. So it's like, it just doesn't work. Like it's like drafty in some places and hot in others.
Yeah.
But in the next like week or two, we're going to be moving to a brand new building. So hopefully the AC will be better. Joe says, I get sweaty at work for some reason. Well, when you're moving around, you're going to get sweaty.
Yeah. Lord knows. That's how I constantly am on the move at my work.
Yeah. Derek's known for one thing at his work, y'all. Y'all want me to let you know what it is?
Don't.
What?
Don't be,
what?
Don't.
What?
I know you about to be facetious. Don't do it.
Okay. Cody says, understand, man. I'm like Lindor chocolate, great taste, silky smooth, and start melting over 58 degrees. Exactly. 100%, Cody. 100%. I'm in the air controlled Walmart all day though. Well, it's like it's controlled, but it's not necessarily cold. You know what I mean? Like Derek, you work at Publix, it's air controlled. It's cool in there, but when you get moving, things get moist. You know what I mean?
Especially
it's like
when you're having to put out so many fires and go get this for the customers, put this back, go check prices.
Yeah, when those thighs start catching on fire from, just scrubbing together, you know what I mean? Like a pan getting scrubbed, it just starts a forest fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You learned all about that in marching band, right?
Yeah. Man, the chafing gets you some, and it's like people go get Gold Bond. Gold Bond, like it's great and all of that.
Yeah.
Cornstarch.
Yeah.
Cornstarch, and you get it way cheaper, and it goes a lot longer. Cornstarch for anyone that chafes. Just let y'all know that's a Zach Dykes hack. It's the same thing as Gold Bond, but you're not paying as much money. Guys, hit that like button if you're enjoying the shenanigans, the chicanery over here.
Chicanery, there you go.
Joe says, that's true. During the summer, people like to come to the milk cooler for a minute. Yeah. Just come, like, if you're in the meat section, if you're by the coolers, like, I can understand it's cold there.
Yeah.
Cody says, best money you could spend, check out Thompson Tees. It's an undershirt you can't sweat through. Challenge accepted. I have to check that out. Yeah, like I tried some A-frames. You know what A-frames are, Derek? Mm-mm. Have you ever heard the term? I'm trying to be, more PC on this, but have you ever heard the term wife beater?
Yes.
The little white tank tops.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, guys. We're not beating our wives over here. Like I bought a pack of those the other day because it's like instead of wearing like another white t-shirt under a shirt or whatever, I was like, I'll get some A-frames. dude, I felt like I was a flipping sausage in that thing. Like it was like, oh, you know, it's like 3X and it's like it'll stretch. No, it's like this weird. Yeah, it just no. I know I could say tank top, but that's not what it's called. All right, guys.
What was I gonna say? Going back to the shirts that you can't sweat through. I'm like, all right, let me try this when I'm out there busting my butt getting carts in the Alabama heat in July and August. Let me. That'll be the real test. Because if I don't sweat through that, I'll try. I will personally go hit them up and be like, do you want to sponsor the Nerd
Cave? Well, you know, if they make some you know, shorts as well, you know what I mean, some undies. I had to like special order some underwear, Derek. I'm gonna just be honest, okay? I'm very picky about my underwear, okay? Right now, there, like, if you go buy some underwear, you got two options: either boxers briefs, which are awful, okay? You got whitey tidies, or you've got like the regular boxers, but they have like this like cloth band.
Yeah.
And that thing slips around. Like when you start sweating, that thing might just end up in your crack. I'm gonna just be honest with you. That thing might just end up in your crack. It's slipping around so much. Like it don't stay put. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It don't stay put, Derek. So my underwear are this, like, it's the regular boxers, but it has the exposed like elastic band to it. You know, it stays put. Like it's meant to stay put. But like I had to like order them off Amazon because nowhere else had them. It's all these boxer briefs things, and boxer briefs. Like I don't know who's wearing these. Why do you not like yourself? Why do you not like room? Like I gotta have room.
See, that's why they're done by Hanes, and they're not. How can I put this? They're not cloth, but they're also they're totally elastic. Like they're form fitting. Like it kind of like shapes to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it's not like tight around you, but it fits to your legs. You know, there's no swaying room, and it like keeps everything stable, and it's comfortable. You know, you don't. It doesn't jumble up.
Yeah.
You know,
jumble
nice.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice. I can't remember what
compression shorts.
I guess, yeah, like I wouldn't say they're compression shorts, but yeah, they're definitely like I found like the first pair like earlier this year, and I'm like, man, this feels so comfortable. Like I don't feel like I'm jumbling up, especially between the legs and all that.
Yeah.
And then I found more at Walmart, and I'm just like, ooh, good. I'm gonna stock up on these because see, since I move around a lot, like it's easier to like tear through that because that cloth, like especially if you're like if you sit at a desk, you're fine for your job. But if you're up and active and moving around, you're gonna wear those things out in like a couple months. So it's harder to wear these out because of the material.
Yeah, exactly. And like there's like different like varying degrees of like cloth that they're made out of. Like some cloth is more like comfortable, and then there's like this it's like this starchy like. It's all the plaid like underwear that is like out of this like starchy cloth. It's like, do you not enjoy your life? Okay. Then like I wore compression shorts for marching band because like it would prevent the chafe. I had like 5 sets of compression shorts that I would wear for practice and everything. And then like I'd have regular underwear other past that and everything. But yeah. Murdoch, I'm not going to show you my underwear. This is not one of those kind of streams.
To me. Just because I just did a quick Google search, it's the Hanes Ultimate Comfort Flex Fit.
Okay. One of them fancy, spending $20 for a boxer.
Yeah, something like that. But hey, it's worth it.
Guys, this episode is brought to you by MeUndies. You can get your MeUndies by going over to MeUndies. Breathable. I almost said something else, but never mind. Just kidding. We're not sponsored by MeUndies, but hey, MeUndies, you want to sponsor me? I challenge I almost said toilet paper brand. I'll challenge toilet paper brand too. I challenge any boxer brand. if you send me a pair of your boxers and I actually enjoy them, I will rep them. I will evangelize them because I am very picky.
Yeah.
I'm very picky. There is knit stretch fabric. Then yeah, I know I'm picky. Guys, hit that like button. We're going to get into the show here in just a second. If you can iron your boxers, you don't want them. You need materials that melt with iron. Yeah, like there's some, like I've got some like older, like, okay, I've got like, the reason I had to get underwear, Derek, okay, is like mine was literally falling apart.
Yeah.
Like from the band. Like it was like,
oh, wow.
From the
You're
band.
one of those people that, you know, they make the memes of that's, you know, like your boxes are holier than, you know, your Bible.
Oh yeah.
And,
yeah.
and you're just trying to, it's that one strand that's keeping the whole thing together, and it's August and you got to make it to December so you get new ones for Christmas.
100%. Like I had those. I had the ones that had like the cloth band, which that was like, I don't like wearing those. And then I've got the boxers that I've had since like early teaching.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
But guys, y'all know this. Like your boxers, the more you wash them, they start like shrinking in like weird places. Not that they don't fit, but like the you know, the place where like the flap, okay? You know what I'm talking about, Derek?
Say that again?
The flap on the boxers, you know what I mean? Like these didn't have a button on the flap. So it would be just, it would just be like, oh, like the flap would just be like, oh. So like, it's like, why would I wear underwear that just like, are just like flap open? You know what I mean? Like I feel weird. I just feel exposed with the flap open like that.
You feel like the cast of To Catch a Predator is going to jump out and be like, gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. I don't feel good about wearing those. Too much sharing. Guys, I've missed y'all. I hope y'all, like, this is what happens when I haven't been able to stream for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. So Derek, I'm going to share this with you. Did I share my screen with you yet?
No.
Okay, I'm sharing. Because we'll need this for another part of the show as well. Okay. All right. Let me pull this over so I can get chat-a-rooning. So if you have a fix on a good pair of boxers, please share a link to buy. Well, I've got good boxers now. I bought like 5 pair. I'm probably going to buy some more. I'm not even going to lie. You know what I mean? I got a line on them now. So I'm going to, you know, I'm going to keep buying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, guys, we got something awesome. Amy kind of alluded this to Tuesday's show, where she took over for a little bit. I've been working on some new designs, some new things for our merch and everything. We're going to be using Teespring for this merch launch, not Stream Elements. I'm going to be putting, you can, I think it's !merch in the chat. You can bring this up, but I'll also share the link and everything. But I'm going to show this to y'all. We've got several new designs in the store. Excuse me, guys, over here coughing up a lung. So yeah, let's take a look. Here we go. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Here is our new merch. We got some socks, which I'm really excited to get.
I think that's the most surprising one.
Yeah, and these are cool because like it's got like this topography design, and it's got the Nerd Cave on the side. So each socks will have the Nerd Cave and that topography. And then it's also got the little glasses on the toe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So these are awesome white socks. Grab them. Get you some socks, but don't have any underwear.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
I say you need some warm fuzzies for those cold nights coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your wife, her feet get cold?
Oh my gosh.
Get her some Nerd Cave socks. I'm talking to you, a love of my life. Amy hates wearing socks. Amy hates wearing socks. Next up, I'm excited about this one as well. This is a Margot and Linda.
Oh, that's awesome.
Shirt. It's a pumpkin spice. We've got a sweater and we also have a t-shirt version of it with Margot and Linda right there on I guess it's like a pocket crest or whatever. It's pretty dope. I like it. Very simple. I didn't want to do too much with it. The shirt comes in several different colors. The sweater only comes in one color, I think. So, but yeah, check those out, guys. You can see all the different sizes and everything. So that is our Margot and Linda. Awesome shirts. This one I'm excited for, Derek. This is one of our Milk the Hog shirts. This is done in the kind of like Cuphead style, also known as Rubber Hose, like the 40s cartoon and everything. So we've got our farmer, Derek's real version of himself. Let's just say that.
No, because I have all my teeth.
I put down here in the description, Derek's true form reveals itself.
Wow. All right. But you know what? You know what's sad though? It's not even my final form.
It's not even his final form, guys. So we got the hog over here. We got the milk. And then we've got the slaughtered horse. We did have another version that the hog.
I had to make an addendum to that one because that looked a little. The hog's eyes looked not very family friendly. They look like
they look demon possessed.
Yeah, like, and then like because of like how like the eyelids are underneath it, the way it looked like the farmer just strangled him so much that it popped out of his head. I'm like,
yeah,
cut it.
Yeah, like I went back and looked at it, and it was like. There's like the style where it's like the eye is completely black and then it has like the little white like as like the pupil. That's what it was, but like when you first glance at it, it doesn't look like that. But yes, this is one of our Milk the Hog shirt. We have another version of it where it has milking the hogs and slaughtering the horses on here. It's available in a few different colors for you. Got some heather gray for the people that like heather gray, and we got heavy metal. Heavy metal. Then we got some Nerd Cave blue up in there as well. So guys, let me know. Let me know what y'all like so far down there. The next two are very simple. And these are going at the end of the year, they will be gone. So these are limited edition shirts. I call this one the Foundation because this is our new logo.
Yep.
On there, looking sweet, looking clean, looking fresh. And we've got it in heather gray and we've got it in the Mojave, which I might be getting into this in Mojave because it looks cool. I like this color, Derek. And you can see all the available sizes. Yeah.
I'm glad to see 2X and 3X represented because not a lot of companies do that anymore.
I made sure we had the sizes. And
dude,
then
before you continue, I just got to think of. So I went to a Halloween party in Dothan this past weekend. Didn't have time to go get any ideas. Went down to the Dothan Mall, went to Spirit Halloween, got some stuff. Stopped by Spencer's just because they have an impressive wall of anime shirts, you know, in there. Went just like, you know what? Why not? I don't come to Dothan very often. Might as well stock up. I'm telling this to anyone who works at Spencer's, or if you're a higher up, a CEO of Spencer's, this is for you. Get some 2X's because I just looked through a few shirts, didn't see a 2X. I'm like, okay, cool, maybe they're just not in size. Looked through more shirts, like I went down the line of almost every one.
Yes.
Biggest they had was XL. I'm like, you think anime fans aren't bigger than XL?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Guys, Spencer's, do better. Like, that's like some GameStop logic because there for a while, GameStop, like, they gave you one 2X shirt for like some things, and then like XL was the biggest size, and like, you know, gamers, they be some big boys.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100%. And I felt the same way like with Target. Target is like really bad about not having bigger sizes and everything. So I definitely wanted to make sure that our shirts ran a large gambit of sizes and everything. So that's we're inclusive here, guys.
Exactly.
We're inclusive here.
Joe, I don't mean this to sound bad, my guy, but I don't know where you've been, but I've left GameStop I've been not at GameStop for 9 months, my guy. I've been at Publix now.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah. Like, I understand you can't, you don't tune in all the time. Like, you tune in when you can. I get that. But at some point, I know you have had to have been a part of our Publix conversation. Unless you're being facetious. Then, okay. Then that's my fault for not catching the joke.
He didn't realize. He didn't realize.
No.
Tisk, Joe. Tisk. Murdoch says, Daff stole my Nerd Cave shirt. Guess I got to start rep the foundation. Yeah, man. This is the foundation. We also have our good game glasses. It's available in black, heather gray, and white. So whichever you prefer. Trying to do like I know we had like the big Nerd Cave like crest, like huge across the the chest and everything for a really long time. I'm trying to make it where it's not just like it's a nerd wearing a graphic t-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So trying to do something that's like some of these are a little bit there and everything, but trying to make it definitely more interesting. Mm-hmm. What's up, Dan? Welcome to the stream.
What up?
And then finally, guys, we've got
oh gosh,
the Wolfpack t-shirt. Ow! So for all my Wolfpack, all my people that play with me on Tuesdays, this is the shirt just for you.
So hold on. Back that up. So first of all, Joe's like, I don't blame you for leaving. They closed our store for no reason. Yep, because I have a feeling they're going to do that with the Troy store pretty soon, which is also why I left, because I saw the writing on the wall. Anyway, back to this. I understand that you do play with people, Zach. I get that.
Yeah.
But so many times you scream out the lone wolf. And you just go rogue and do your own thing. How can you justify doing a Wolfpack shirt when you go lone wolf? Like, I understand for the fans, but this shirt should almost exclude you and just have a lone wolf like by itself, only for you.
Well,
like,
there is a lone wolf right there on that T-shirt. If you can't see it, that's one wolf.
I can't see it, which makes even less sense because it's like, dude.
Oh. I'm the Wolfpack, baby. Oh!
Lord.
Oh, guys. And right now we are offering for everybody going into our store, you can use code FALL at checkout to get 10% off your order. Across the board, everything 10% off. So get them all. You collect them all. Because I'm going to just tell you, we're going to start doing exclusive, like time limited stuff. So once the arbitrary date that I pick is done, these are gone.
Yeah.
You're not going to get them anymore. Ever.
Get them while they're hot.
Get them while they're here. Socks are gone. You want them dope socks? You better get them now, baby. Get that 10% off. So, all that being said, Derek, I'm going to share the link right now with everybody. Here's the link right here.
Marilyn just asked where we could get them. So you're answering her question.
Boom, right there in the chat. Rooney just popped it in there. Also, exclamation merch, I think should pop Nightbot should. Maybe not. Maybe not, since Nightbot doesn't want to work. There. Okay, so we got the link in there. Again, 10% off. Fall. Use the code FALL at checkout, guys. Derek, which one are you most excited about getting? Because you're gonna have to buy one. Yeah, it's in your contract. Sorry.
You're not gonna give me a choice. I mean, I was gonna buy one anyway, but I'm gonna get the I forget what style you said it was in, so forgive me. But the milking the hog, slaughtering the horses, but it's like the slash through it, the diagonal slash through it.
Yeah, okay. So like the tech style.
Yeah.
Okay, dope. I want all of them. I'm not gonna.
I mean, yeah, they all look cool. All right, so let me explain before mainly you, Zach, go off on me. The only thing I probably won't get are the socks, because here's my thing. I am kind of like Amy. Like, obviously I wear socks when I go out.
No, you don't.
In public and when I go to work.
Mm.
You know, when I'm at the house, I don't wear socks.
That's okay.
And my thing, like, yes, there are some people who wear socks, you know, throughout the day. Nothing against you. But my thing is, when you have, like, socks are just simple to me. Like, you forget that they're there most of the time. So when you have designer socks like this, or like something like special, like nerd related or whatnot, people want to show them off because, you know, they want to justify the purchase most of the time.
Yeah.
But, you know, because it looks cool.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not always thinking about showing off my socks. So to me, it's a waste to do it like while I have shoes on, and I don't wear them around the house. So I can't justify buying the socks for me.
Well, Derek, you're banned. Okay.
Oh boy, here we go. Good night, guys.
Dude, you're supposed to be like, man, I'm totally going to wear these socks all the time. See, Derek doesn't know how to sell things, guys. I'm sorry.
I look, I'm an honest salesman. I can't promote something I don't believe in.
Now, I will say this, like, I normally wear like shorter socks, but I've started wearing like shorts, and like I've got a bunch of cool like nerdy socks. I've just been rocking the long socks, man. I've just been rocking it, and like I feel pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't like pull them tight. Like, I kind of like let them be a little relaxed, you know, like I'm not caring, you know, effortless, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm excited. Guys, check them out. Christmas in November. Get that gear. I know, guys. Get it while it's hot. 10% off fall at checkout. Again, you can get some socks, support some Margot and Linda, rep them. People are like, who's Margot and Linda? And they're like, you got to know.
You must say you got to be on the inside.
Got to get in the know. Get you a Wolfpack shirt. Get you a Foundation shirt. All of these are awesome.
If you order a Wolfpack shirt, I'm gonna have to sit outside your house and like just wait there for days until that package comes in, and then burn it in front of you because you don't deserve it, because you're a lone wolf. You're not part of the pack.
Derek, you just need to come down here. Like, I've been waiting for so long to get to hang out with you. The only reason you're going to come down here is to burn a shirt.
No, I'll bring you your 5 guys as compensation.
See, guys, what I'm dealing with. Again, just pop the link in the chat. I'm not sure why Nightbot is not working. I set that up earlier this afternoon, so I'm not sure why that's not working. But there is the link down in the chat. Or Rooney, check it out. Get you something that you enjoy. I know we got some younger fans. If there is enough interest, I will make some child sizes as well. We can do some child sizes of the different shirts. So if there's one that you want, let me know, and I can easily go in and make a child size version of it and everything. So yeah, there you go, guys. I'm excited. I wanted to share this with y'all Tuesday, but I literally felt like I was dying. So
yeah,
it's never fun. Never fun.
Yeah.
Never fun, Derek. Like talking to you.
Okay. You know what? I almost clicked that end call button. I almost did.
Man, it would have made the show.
Doing the show solo.
Man, it made the show so much better.
You know what?
I'm on it, Derek. I'm on it.
You know what? I see. A week off has actually made you a better host.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can play this game. You keep on. I'm gonna be one of those guys. I'm gonna, like, when we get our 5 guys, I'm gonna steal it and throw it in the trash. Yes, did I waste money? Yes, but you don't get your free 5 guys from me either.
Dude, if you threw 5 guys away, like, I would blast you on the internet that you're like wasting food in this like economy, and people would just like hate on you like hardcore.
I mean, what doesn't the internet hate on? At this point, I don't care.
True. All right, guys. Well, that does it for the chicanery. Shenanigans. You see what I mean?
Made a new DBZ fusion.
I did. I've been. Me and Amy's been watching Naruto. We're in the Neji Chunin exam against Naruto fight right now.
Oh, you're that far already. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's liking it a lot.
She is. Amy's been actually digging it. It took a little bit to get into, just because there's a lot of terms and everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, she's been enjoying herself.
Dude, yeah, like when I did my rewatch of part 1. And they were like talking about like, oh, the Akatsuki and their plan. I'm just like, knowing what I know from Shippuden, I'm just like, man, they talked this up early in the show, and you're just expected to know. All right, I know what this is.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was reading chat. I was like, what?
Oh.
But yeah, like I'm excited about her to get to the Akatsuki and all of that.
Part 1, obviously the retrieval arc is the best part for sure.
Yeah. So like, I think after the tuning exam, we might take a break because we've been watching it like pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
And then because we'll watch stuff together and everything, so I don't want to overdo it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. On Tuesdays we're streaming on Twitch still. And then Thursdays will be here on the YouTubes. The YouTubes. All right, guys.
For our audio.
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I jinxed it.
What? No. I was making a mark in the YouTube studio. I've got to figure some stuff out, guys. My Stream Deck will not work when I'm on YouTube. I've got to just redo the whole system. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I got some stuff we got to redo on this whole system. I just need a new computer. Guys, with your help of buying the awesome merch, we can get us a new computer.
Right.
All right, let's kick this pig. Let's get into this thing. Guys, make sure to hit the.
Never mind. It's to milk the hog. I was gonna say we milk the pigs, but we milk the hogs.
Yeah, we gotta milk the hogs and slaughter the horses here, guys. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to share this. How we're gonna reintroduce this as a show and everything. We're gonna cut all of this out and all the good stuff. Come be a part of it. We want your opinions. We want your thoughts on everything. We've got a cool segment we're going to be doing in the show. I'm really, really excited about it. And it's going to be an exciting, exciting night. So without further ado, let me get where I can, I need 12 more screens.
Need one of those saw things where you have 8 billion monitors in front of you watching everything at once.
I think of Swordfish. Did you ever watch that movie?
No.
With Hugh Jackman? Never watched it. Wow.
Never even heard of it till you mentioned it, honestly.
Never even heard of it? My gosh. It's like Halle Berry and it's got John Travolta.
Huh. I mean, nope.
It's I did. Like an early 2000s movie. He's like a hacker and everything. Anyway.
I mean, Murdoch, I constantly disappoint.
He does need to watch it. All right, here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Nerd Cave Newz. I am one of your hosts, Zach Dykes, joined along with Bling, Bling, Bling. He got that ring, ring, ring. Chains like Mr. T and Rolexes for days. He's dripping in ice. Move out the way. It's your boy, Bumpy G-Stacks. Money in the bank. Dollar bills, y'all.
Wow. All right. That is that's a name for sure. That is very impressive. The way you were kept going, I'm just thinking high styling and profiling. I wanted to do the Ric Flair, shtick,
Well, Bumpy G-Stacks, I'm glad that you got the money in the bank. You got them dollar bills, y'all.
And then when you said dollar bills, I was thinking Shane McMahon's theme song.
Money, money, money. Oh, Bumpy G Stacks, how you doing?
I'm fantastic, sir. How are you?
I'm exactly. Amy says I went hard on that one. Apparently, you did. Like I literally, that was the first one I pulled up, and I was like, "That's it." I was like, "That's it." Bumpy G Stacks in the building tonight, y'all.
That's just a little tease for what we're fixing to do. That's S tier material right there.
Oh, this is the Nerd Cave News, where each and every week we run you through all the video game news that you need to know. You can watch us live over on youtube.com/Nerd Cave Network on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the like so you don't miss out on anything, and it helps people see the video. You can also get that podcast version whenever Kevin puts it up on the podcast services.
Kevin, where are you?
My God.
Come home.
We're gonna have to fire Kevin and hire an actual person.
Kevin's like the human version of the movie Homeward Bound. Like, just come home.
Like, I wonder if he is like the old dog that just he got stuck and like he never got out. You know what I mean?
Oh, got dark. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm not sad because Kevin is a disappointment in human form.
Never mind. That's actual.
Oh, you can check out our podcast version. It's over on Apple, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, and Anchor. Go subscribe and listen to each and every week. While you're there, leave us a 5-star review. This episode is brought to you by Epic Game Store and our wonderful patrons. You can support us over on the Epic Game Store by using our creator code NerdCave at checkout. Even on free games, it also helps us out. Get those V-Bucks, those Sony games with our creator code and be epic. We had some people went over, Derek, and use our Epic creator code.
Do tell.
And I was like, dang, that was awesome. Like, it literally cost them nothing.
Yeah.
But it gave us money. It was amazing. So, if you're a PC player and you're like, If you like the PC games and the game is the same price on Steam as it is on Epic, help us out. It's not going to cost you anything else. It actually is like, hey, I like them. Here's some free money. Epic, go pay them money.
With your support, Kevin home.
We could. Or he could be like poor Shadow, like Dan says. Poor Shadow. You can become part of the ship, part of the exclusive crew by going on patreon.com/nerdcave, just like our wonderful crew members, the first mate, Brandon Hicks, the future married at this point.
Yeah, basically.
Tomorrow he's getting hitched. Can he still be the first mate if he's married?
I didn't know first mates had to be single to be first. I guess. Like, I don't know pirate rules, honestly. I would imagine you still could be.
Well, I guess he's got a mate then. You know what I mean? Like, he's got a partner.
Well, I mean, not to get into specifics, but I mean the man is the head of the household, so I mean you are first.
Okay.
I don't know.
See, I'm just making stuff up as we go. We got our helmsman, the conductor, our gunners, Daniel Sanford, rushing waters, Yogan, Marilyn James, I'd said that. I totally. Yogan. Rushing waters, Yoga, Marilyn James, Brittany, the Granny B. Harrison, and our deckhand, Martin Sager. This is November. Oh, baby. It's November. Oh, baby.
Finally here.
You know what that means, Derek. You know what that means, right?
I do, baby.
Oh, let's check out that beautiful bean footage.
I can taste it. I can taste it.
5 days, 5 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, it's real. It's here. Like, you can. Oh, the reviews are out. I woke up this morning and I was like, the reviews are out. But I woke up at like 4:30 to be at work at 6:30, and the reviews weren't out. I'm like, sad day. Then I went on break and checked the reviews. Saw that beautiful 10 from IGN, and then all these other high review scores. Like I don't know what the lowest score is for it, but I'm seeing all these reviews, and I'm just like, oh, I'm so happy because when you have a critically acclaimed game, like even though it's a reboot sequel, when you have it be critically acclaimed, win all these awards, mainly Game of the Year award, you always worry about the follow up because then it's like, do they get complacent? It does. Does it go a notch down in terms of quality and expectations because it's so high, for better or for worse, fair or unfair? And then you see all this, and it's like all the worries go away. Now, obviously, it's all subjective. These are the writers' opinions. Obviously, I didn't go into detail. I just saw those beautiful scores. Some people play it like Red Dead got all these 10s. When I played Red Dead, I was like, okay, cool. Let me give it a shot. Wild West, going pew pew, let's go. Played it, was bored with it, bored, and I never touched it again. So, hopefully it's not that same way with Ragnarok. But to each their own.
Well, you need to go back and play Red Dead. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. Like Red Dead is so good, but
there's a lot of things I got to go back.
We don't have time to play anything else. Okay, guys, God of War is our November game club, and some people are going to be like, Zach and Derek, what happened to October's game club game? What?
Yeah. This is basically a light rest between God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. So we had to have our own Odin sleep, Zach.
Yeah,
we had to go to the Odin sleep to be able to wake up and be like, like Rita Repulsa, finally getting out of the pot and be like, Ragnarok's here.
Like I think of it as a lame duck president. You know what I mean? Like it didn't get anything done. It didn't accomplish anything because I played it once.
So did I. In fact, just peek behind the curtain, guys. I texted Zach literally about 2 hours before? No, 3 hours before the show.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you ever going to do a review on Wreckfest because we just played it once? And you're like, no.
It's like, nah, dog. But we will be playing Ragnarok. There's no doubt about that. I'm so excited about it. Next Wednesday, Ragnarok comes out. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I ain't even going to hide it. Yeah. There ain't no reason to hide it, baby. Ain't no reason to hide it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. So with that being said, we're going to get into ranking November game releases, and we've got a tier list right here, Derek. You can see it. We've got several games that are releasing. We didn't put them all on the list. There's some games that have already come out that are getting re-released on different consoles, like Spider-Man's Miles Morales is coming out. There's a lot of indie games that are also coming out, but I boiled down the list.
Because I was like, when you first presented this, I'm like, well, I know 4 of them. What else are you wanting to put on the list? One of them I actually did forget was coming out the end, but I think it's PC, but still, it's coming out the end of the month. I was like, okay, we can do this list. Because I'm just like, how are we going to do this list with 4 games, Zach? Like, well, what are you trying to do, my guy?
So instead of doing like a top 5, instead of doing, all of that, we are going to rank them from S tier all the way down to D tier. Guys, we want to hear your rankings as well. So first up is a game called Evil West. It's coming out November 22nd. It's coming on the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, X and S, and the PC. So everything but the Switch. Yeah. I have never heard anything about this game until like this past week.
Yeah, I've seen some gameplay vids. Like it looks intriguing, but in terms of on my radar, it's not high.
But it looks really cool. If you are into like Devil May Cry, if you are into that type of game, it is essentially you are in the Wild Wild West, but you are hunting down like spiritual beings. And what's crazy is like it is a like gun slinging shooting kind of game, but it takes heavily from Devil May Cry and God of War 2018, like the combat mechanics and everything. Yeah. This one has actually intrigued me. If God of War wasn't so high on my list and like the only thing that I want to play, I actually might try this game in the next few months. With that being said, Derek, I am going to put Evil West because it's interesting. It's not just kind of the same stuff. I'm going to put it at a good solid B tier.
Yeah, it it'd be lower for me. Like I almost said D tier, but I'm like, you know what? Remembering the gameplay, I'm like, it's a solid C tier for me.
Okay. 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 Well, next up, it's a game that is interesting, but it like Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide coming
Yeah,
November 30th for the PC. This is a co-op game. Vermintide was a really, really well received game.
yeah,
Same people that made Vermintide is making Dark Tide. They're put more into this game than the previous ones. You get a little bit more customization with the characters and everything, and it is co-op based. So people that are into Warhammer and everything, I think they're going to really like this. But for me, this is not really a game that's on my list of like I have to play.
yeah.
And the little bit I've seen is like it might be good, but it might not. I'm gonna put it at a C tier.
Yeah, about to say that I would say I'm okay with C tier. Like I would probably put it at a B tier. Like I could almost say flip Evil West and Warhammer, but because I think they're doing more of a first person shooter this time because Vermintide was more of like a wave based like horde mode type game. Dark Tide is going to be more of like your typical first person shooter because the Warhammer games have more almost been like not strategy, but somewhat in that genre, and they're trying to branch out. So it looks more intriguing, but it's a C tier. I'm okay with C tier because it'll be coming to Game Pass, and if it sucks, at least I didn't pay extra for it.
Very, very true. And this is going to be, like I said, more first person shooter. Vermintide is more like hand to hand combat, swords, and that sort of deal. So it is a little bit different. But let's move to the next one. Pentiment is coming November 15th to Xbox One, X, and S, and the PC. This one is a interesting game. When it got announced, I was like, what?
Yeah,
I don't
that showcase did not do it justice. But I did see like a behind the scenes documentary not that long ago, and the premise is actually pretty good because it's like, all right, you're doing more of like murder mystery type things, and it's like, okay, it's more told through like it's got that typical Obsidian like RPG storytelling type of deal, but again, Game Pass day one, and it's only gonna, I looked at it because these Game Pass games, while they're free, I always like to see what the price is. Because, the AAA are going to be $60, $70. So you already know how much you're saving. This only is going to be $20 at launch.
That's not bad at all. And I love Obsidian. Obsidian tells really great stories. So I'm going to put this at a solid. Do I go A? I feel like I want to go A on this, but I don't feel like the gameplay is not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like between B and C tier for me, just because, like you said, the gameplay is not there. Like, while it's an intriguing premise and the studio doing it has a great pedigree of storytelling, at the same time, it's not like it's got to have not the whole package, but it's got to be presentable in some aspects for everything. And to me, it doesn't deserve A tier.
Yeah, I agree. Solid B tier for Pentiment. Our next one up is Goat Simulator 3. Comes out November 17th for the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, X, and S, and the PC. They jumped 2. And went straight to 3, which I love. And, for anyone that doesn't know what Goat Simulator is,
it keeps up on the zaniness.
It is crazy. It is not a regular simulator game. It is 4-player co-op this time, which I think is going to be really cool because I think it was only 2-player last time. And I think this will be a really fun party game. I think this is something that a lot of people are going to enjoy. So I'm going to put it at a B tier as well, just because there's so many more solid games that we've still got three games that are they're going to be up there. Yeah. Okay, they're going to be up there.
To me, all right, while it does have its appeal and it has its zaniness, and like people like it caught fire way faster like than I expected it to, and it had all this DLC. To me, it's D tier just because I don't care for it. It's there for somebody. I just don't care for it.
Yeah. 100%. Next up, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet comes out on November 18th, exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. This one I think is going to be the great pairing of normal Pokemon storytelling. You've got your gym systems. You've got your Team Rocket, quote unquote. You've got 3 different story arcs and everything. And then you also have the catch 'em all that was, has been in everything, but in Arceus was the only focus and exploration and everything. So you've got those 2 elements combined with more open world, more exploratory stuff. If I didn't get Arceus, I think I would be way more excited about this one.
Yeah.
But Arceus, it was like, okay, it got stale really, really quick because it was just catching the Pokemon. But I'm glad we're getting the gym system in there. What do you think, Derek?
Yeah. So, all right, for me. Now hear me out before you put it, because I have a thing where I'm going with this before you put it. On just a first glance, like on a blind glance, like just first impressions, I would put it B tier because everyone thought Sword and Shield would be good because it's got open areas, and it kind of, like you said, kind of got stale. And Arceus, then it kind of expanded upon the ideas. While it did improve some things, it still had that staleness. So while it's still Pokemon, like they keep improving and they do great. They're trying new things now by branching off into different genres. Like they even did a MOBA. Like I keep forgetting that they did a MOBA last year. So like the Pokemon IP is branching out, so it's good. At the same time, the console traditional Pokemon games haven't lived up to the expectations of the handheld from like DS, 3DS, Game Boy from back in the day. So for that reason, I would almost put it B tier. But what you said leading into this, like they've listened to the feedback, they've improved upon it, they've actually made it open world, not just open area for certain sections. They've gotten to the different modes. They just keep improving on the formula. So because of the what I want, not expectation, but the hope for it, I would put it A tier.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's an A tier because they are putting 2 of those ideas together. That they're putting new things into the game, and like I want to reward them for trying and not just doing the same thing over and over, which Pokemon has done for a very, very long time. But yeah, A tier again, coming out the 18th on Switch. So let us know. Are you excited for the new Pokemon? Next up, Sonic Frontiers coming out November 8th. It's going to be literally everywhere. This one looks like I have not been excited for a Sonic game, I think, ever. This one looks really cool. Like it is a kind of like a combination of Breath of the Wild and like RPG elements for Sonic and everything. And the previews, a lot of people are really hyped about it. That the more you upgrade Sonic, the faster he can go. He's a little slow at the beginning, but like it's interesting. I want this to do well because I want Sonic to like regain his former glory. Like the movies have been amazing. I want a game to be on the same level as the movies have been. So I'm hoping that Sonic Frontiers will come out swinging. I'm excited about it. Derek, what do you think?
Okay, this is actually this might surprise you. Never played a Sonic game in my life. And like you said, you hope Sonic goes back to its former glory because it looks very intriguing. Never played a Sonic game in my life. Never cared for it. And I'm gonna let you in. Like the traditional Sonic games looked boring to me. Like no offense, Derek Diamond, but I know you love the Sonic games, but I see the gameplay of the old school ones. Didn't care for it. It's a snooze fest. Rather play something else. Rather play paint job or whatever,
Lawnmower Simulator.
Exactly. So I'd rather play that. But you know what? And Sonic has gotten a bad rap. Like, what was the last good Sonic game that you remember? Like that wasn't like Sonic Mania doesn't count because it was a redone, like a tradition, like a ode to the fans a couple of years ago. But yeah, Colors you could make an argument, but there's been a lot of bad Sonic games.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of bad. Sonic of the Black Knight probably takes the cake. Like that and Sonic 06 probably takes the
Sonic
cake.
Boom.
Oh my gosh.
Generations was a little bit better.
Yeah. But everything I read, like the Game Informer article, the videos I've seen, I am okay with putting Sonic at A tier.
I am too. I think it's a solid A. You know what I mean? I think
just based on the hype and expectation.
From the gameplay that I've seen, it looks great. I want this to do well. And you know, there's times where we look at games and it's like, this is going to be bad.
Exactly.
And I don't get that from this one. Hopefully, you know, I will be correct on that, but hopefully Sonic Frontiers will do awesome. And it being available all over the place, I think is a great thing for what they're trying to do here. And then we got one. There was one left. God of War Ragnarok coming out November 9th.
Yeah.
PS4, PS5. You know, not much to say here. You know, the sequel to
D tier, right? D tier.
We're gonna have to create another level here.
Z tier. So
F.
It's so terrible. Yeah.
We skip E. Give it an F. You know, sequel to the God of War 2018, which, you know, we just replayed for our game club game. You know, we've both been very, very excited about it. The storytelling is amazing on these games. It's God tier, and the amount of effort that they've put into adding to the already amazing combat, adding new enemies into the flow, getting to explore the realms that we didn't get to explore in the first game, and continuing the story that we've got a hint at the very end of God of War 1, what we might be getting into. I cannot wait for this one. This one is super, super exciting for me. And yeah, I cannot wait to get back into Kratos and Atreus' journey and see what Odin has got in store for them.
Oh, I know. Because you know, he's going to come a-knocking on that door. He's like, I seen some things. I don't like what you're doing, boy.
Come a knock on the door. Come a knock on the door.
My grandchildren. You must atone.
Admonish him. So, Ian, we don't even have to beat around the bush, Derek. It's S tier for sure. Like, God of War is going to be amazing. It is going to be like, I can already call it. It's going to be so many people's game of the year. And I'm sure it's going to be our game of the year without even playing it yet. But November already shaping up to be some really great games. Evil West is kind of the one that like stuck out to me that I wasn't aware of, and that actually I kind of want to play because it is so different, and it kind of fits that like double A game that we grew up in with the early 2000s and everything. I think it like fits a really interesting place, and especially if you're a fan of, you know, the Western kind of genre and kind of that twist that they're going on to it. You know, that one's exciting to me. And of course, you know, we got God of War in there, but anything stick out to you, Derek?
I mean, like outside of God of War, like, you know, Evil West does look intriguing, but I'm also, like I said, I'm kind of looking forward to, obviously I don't have a PC, I'll have to wait till it comes to Xbox consoles, but Dark Tide looks very intriguing as well, just because I've never gotten into the Warhammer genre, and the way they touted this from the reveal to like the continuing trailers they do every now and then makes me want to at least give it a shot. Yeah.
Well, there you go, guys. There is our ranking for the November games. Let us know what your rankings are, and if you want to rank yourself, if you want to do your own tier list, we'll put that in there as well, so you can rank your own with our list.
You gave me an idea for this that, you know, not in terms of gaming, but something else, like in terms of ranking. We'll talk about it after the show.
Okay. All right, guys, let's get into the gaming discussion. We got some chat-a-roonies real quick. Deathringer, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. We're going to be talking about PSVR 2 in a little bit, but the question of the show is PSVR 2 overpriced? That's the question. That's the question.
Like, it was one of those like Sour Patch Kid moments where it's like, oh, release date, price point.
Yeah. It's like, did you just spit in my mouth? Let's get into the gaming discussion this week. First up, Remedy offers an update on new Control games, codename Condor and codename Heron.
So the new Control games, because I'll be honest, I forgot that they were making a series of this. Like I knew they were continuing, but I forgot they had like 2 in the works. The new Control games currently in the pipeline at Remedy have been given a brief update during the company's latest financial briefing. The two games, codenamed Condor and codenamed Heron, are in the early stages of production and will likely be dropping after Alan Wake 2, which Remedy said in the earnings call is still on track for a 2023 launch. First up, codenamed Condor, which is billed as a Control spin-off game, is in the proof of concept stage. Quote, we are giving the team time to work on a multitude of important game design elements and finalize the key pillars before moving the project to the next development phase. Meanwhile, codename Heron, which Remedy describes as a quote bigger budget Control project, is in the concept stage. Quote, based on the well-progressing early development, the team size has been gradually increased, Remedy said, adding that this is a quote bigger budget. I'm glad to see, because Control was a very intriguing concept. Like I need to go back and play it. I know you said you have yet to get into it, right? Or you barely got started in it, Zach?
Yeah, I have not been able to get into the game. I haven't even. I've downloaded it several times, but I've never been able to actually play it. Which I'm excited to one of these days, get to it. But I'm glad that they're doing more games within the genre, because the universe, because it did so well.
Right. Exactly. Like it, and especially being its first multi-platform game that they came out with as well. It's even on Switch, like via the cloud gaming service. But it's on Switch. It has like from what the story I played is very intriguing premise. Like it even had like side quests in it, and it's like not open world. It's just like Metroid. You keep going back and exploring new things when you get new powers. Boss fights were ridiculous though. I'll be honest. The few boss fights I had, like my gosh, that's a little bit, stiff in the T. But no, I'm excited that they're expanding upon this. I'm excited that for Alan Wake 2 as well. I need to go back and play through Control again, fresh start. Not just where I left off, because I don't remember what the heck was happening. And I really need to give Alan Wake another shot, because I bought actually the remastered version of it on Xbox. So I need to go through and play that with a fresh coat of paint, because I never beat the 360 version.
Yeah, you need to finish Alan Wake.
Yeah.
So good. And that was before like I was even into horror games. That was like my first foray. I'm not into them anymore, but Alan Wake is an amazing game. Great storytelling, great writing. The combat is so different and interesting, especially in that day and age. Like no one like really like messed with combat like that at that point and everything. So excited for it. Excited for more Control. Maybe we'll make it one of our game club games in the near future. But moving on to our next topic. Phil Spencer says Xbox hardware or subscription prices will have to rise at some point, but not this holiday.
How the turntables, my fellow friend, because it wasn't that long ago that old Phil said we're not going to raise our prices. Screw you, Sony. As reported by The Verge's Tom Warren on Twitter, during the Wall Street Journal's WSJ Live event, the Xbox boss said that Microsoft won't be able to hold off on a price increase for its products forever. Quote, I do think at some point we'll have to raise the prices on certain things, but going into this holiday, we thought it was important to maintain the prices. We've held price on our console, we've held price on games and our subscription. I don't think we'll be able to do that forever. I do think at some point we'll have to raise some prices on certain things. That's not to say that there are currently plans That's not to say there are currently plans or timings in place to increase the prices, however, at least for consoles, as Spencer said in September that Microsoft currently has no plans to increase the price of the Xbox Series X or S. Spencer had first said the Xbox price wouldn't increase after Sony announced a price hike on August 25th. Citing, quote, high global inflation rates as well as adverse currency trends, Sony said it would be raising the price of the PlayStation 5 in Europe, the UK, the Middle East, Africa, Asia, Latin America, and Canada. Oh, Phil, like, this is why you don't stick your foot in it before you're ready to actually commit. You pulled what these AAA, you pulled a Ubisoft. You put a date on it before it was actually ready to hit that date, and now you have to eat crow. Now, taking away the tongue in cheek of it. this was expected, right? Because even if he hadn't said this, Sony increasing it means because they get a lot of the same parts from the same manufacturers.
Hmm.
Um, so if one's going to raise the price because of the cost of parts, you have to imagine the other was going to have to raise their price
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
Now I'm glad they're being kind to people this holiday and whatnot. Because I read something earlier this week where like before this came out, they said they eat about $100 to $200 of money making these when they sell the
Hmm.
Xbox, or it didn't specify the Series S or X, what have you, but they eat about 1 to 200 per console. So
Yeah.
they're already eating it. So they have to find a way to recoup that cost, especially with now Game Pass is on PC, Game Pass is on cloud. You don't really need a console. Can use a controller, but with cloud now you get more and more touch controls. Like they add touch
Yeah.
controls to new games every week. But on the subscription side, it makes sense, right? Because especially with the way they're going now, like they're making that their focal point. They're making that arguably their hottest selling, their focal, like their biggest selling point instead of consoles.
Yeah.
Um, and with what they're doing now, getting like obviously it's not all of them, right? I don't even think they'll get to that point. But with getting more and more AAA games or just games in general day one on Game Pass, and it was the Rocket League effect, right? Where they went their debut of Rocket League was on PlayStation Plus.
Yep.
Did gangbusters, and when they do this, we talked about it with Ark. You pay a lump sum up front, what you think you're going to earn from this, but it's never really because if the game is right and you market it right, more people are going to do it than what you expect on it.
Hmm.
And so they you kind of almost get a loss from the lump sum you get.
Yeah.
Um, so developers are now wanting to basically like, hey, we're shelling out this money and we're not and we're losing it. We
Yeah.
need to get more of that pie back. You know what I mean? So because Rocket League came out and they said, well, what if we hadn't gone free for that month? That whole month, how much money we could have made. Now they're free to play. Now they do battle pass, rocket passes, and they
Yeah.
make money that way. But I remember that was their biggest thing was, oh, how much money we could have made if we hadn't have gone free for that month.
Yeah.
So this is just developers wanting to recoup that cost.
Well, and at the same time, like you look at it, it's like, yeah, you like if you got the same amount of downloads, you would have made a ton of money, but you going free for that month is the reason you got so many downloads.
Yeah.
People do not take chances on indie games as much,
Yep.
and everything. And I asked the poll, do you think is it fair to raise prices? And we look at this and it's like if they're eating costs and most most hardware and all of that, like first few years, they're going to eat costs on that.
Yeah.
That like that's just kind of the thing is so that you can get attached to the software, the games and all of that. And in the long run, they're able to get cheaper parts to be able to make these and all of that good stuff. That being said, with everything going on in the world, the price of parts, the economy, inflation, like everything is costing more. This had to happen at some point in time.
Yep.
Even Game Pass, because I'm sure people are like, well, why is Game Pass going up? Like
Yeah.
it's not like Netflix, because like every time Netflix breathes, they're trying to increase the price. You know what I mean? This is a little bit different.
Another car load on it.
Yeah, exactly. This is different because they have not raised the price. They continue to bring great games. They continue to make deals to be able to bring third-party games into the service day one. And that's huge. That's huge. So will we see an increase of Game Pass? Yeah, I think we're going to see Ultimate go up to $20 and, the base, just like either
15.
if you, 15. I think that's going to be because it's been $9.99 and $14.99 since it launched.
Yep.
So I think we're going to see it go up to 20, and it's still a great deal. I really do think it would still be the best deal in gaming at that new price.
Now, well, yeah, and there's one question I want to ask you, but let me make another point. I think like we've talked about, because like these AAA games, like every so often are coming day one to Game Pass, and that's like $60 or $70 up top. And with their install base, as big as it is and growing, it's going to like they're losing more. Like those developers are losing more and more money
Yeah.
on it. So I think even if we weren't in like a struggle bus of with all the inflation and whatnot, I still think like just say it just didn't happen, right? Like inflation wasn't a thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Game Pass would have increased in price. Now, that being said, people wouldn't bat an eye. Now they'll probably be batting an eye now because of everything else going up. But you know, it was expected regardless of what type of what was going on in the world outside of gaming. But the question I wanted to pose to you is, excuse me, let me clear my throat. Oh my gosh, and now I lost it. Game Pass. I lost it. We'll continue on this trend. I'll come back to it if I think
Okay.
about it.
Yeah, and I think, instead of companies taking a lump sum, I think they might do what has been coined kind of like the Robert Downey Jr. or the Jack Nicholson kind of deal, where they take less up front and they get points or a percentage
Yeah.
based on like how much they get downloaded. It's like, we take less up front, and once we hit X thresholds, we get X amount of money. That way it's like on Xbox's side, they are not having to pay as much up front, and if they don't do as well, that's fine for Xbox. But if it is getting downloaded a bunch, then Xbox is going to have to pay out more and everything. I think that would be a more fair system for the developers and even Xbox. I think it would be beneficial for these smaller indie titles, where they can get at least a good cut and to start with, and then Xbox is not having to worry about negotiating like every time. It's like, okay, base price for an indie game is X amount, a AAA game is X amount, and then if it's downloaded this many times, once it crosses this threshold, we will give you X% of this. And I think that would be a much more fair way of working it than them paying the crazy absorbent amount of money that like Arc we were talking about 2 weeks ago. Like they paid so much money, and then Sony's like, we're gonna pay even more for like less time.
Yeah, exactly. Like they Microsoft paid $1 million less for 6 months, where Sony paid $1 million more for just a month.
Yeah. So, I think that would be a good way to do it. And, we might even see more people jump on doing Game Pass if it is more beneficial for them in the long run. Yeah. It's like, hey, we won't just be on here for 3 months. We'll stay on here for 6 months if we get this kind of cut, because, eventually like that deal would not be beneficial if it's just a one-time thing.
Right.
So,
I remembered what I was going to ask. So, do you think they will do, because we saw in June, and we'll talk about it, with the PlayStation Quickies, when Sony revamped PlayStation Plus, they did the 3 tiers, the base tier with what from what we've known forever.
Yep.
The mid tier, which adds some stuff, and then the expert tier, which you can kind of argue which is like, all right, it's got some good things, but a lot of it I don't care about, or a lot of the stuff it's like, why do you have me pay the highest amount of money for this? But do you think, because we got Game Pass Ultimate, do you think they take a page from Sony's book and add a 3rd tier? Because we really didn't talk about it last month, because we'll have it in the quick hits, the games with gold, new month, so new games with gold started last month, and I didn't, I thought nothing. I was like, weird. Now this month, games with gold, they're only doing 2 games. Used to do 4 for a long time. Now these last 2 months, they've only got 2 games for free. Do you think, because a lot of it's like the old, like the 360 original Xbox games, and you could imagine like Microsoft's kind of run its course with back compat and all that kind of thing for older things. Do you think they kind of want to reinvigorate that? Because stuff like Psychonauts 1 is still on there. Like I have it on Game Pass and whatnot. Do you think they kind of like fairly or unfairly put a 3rd paywall and like include like a lot of the back compat games or like other things behind it?
They could, but backwards compatibility is a nice thing. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think for most people, it doesn't matter.
That's true. I mean, again, the unfairly part is like a lot of the PS2 games that people would want to play are locked on the highest tier, and it's like, why would you make it? Why would you want
Yeah.
the people to pay the most for something that they probably will play every once in a while?
Yeah. Or, the games we want as a PlayStation fan are those PS3 games, and where they at?
Yeah.
Why can't we get backwards compatibility? Sony, Herman, you're so smart. Make it work, Herman.
Or they could do this. Because when they first did Ultimate, right? I'm thinking Gears 5. They said, all right, Gears 5, the base version comes out to Game Pass, but if you get Ultimate, you get the higher edition, like the deluxe edition, which comes out 4 days early. But that's only for Game Pass Ultimate subscribers. They could do a pass because some games now, especially digital versions, have like 3, maybe 4 versions of a game with all different stuff. They could do a third tier and do the higher version, like the most expensive versions, because like there's like, what game was it?
Like 2K does that every year. It's like 3 different ones.
Ubisoft games have 3 versions every year,
all the time. So they could definitely do that. Because like we've already got kind of a 3 SKU thing, because it's like Xbox has its own Game Pass, PC has a Game Pass for itself. Like both of those are $9.99, and then you have Ultimate, which is Xbox, PC, and xCloud. They could, if they wanted to do a third one, they could do an xCloud exclusive Game Pass, because they're pushing. The reason I say this, they're pushing this like with Samsung TVs and everything, that they're putting them on there. I think that might be the way that they do a third version of Game Pass, is just xCloud.
Yeah. That's smart. And a good way, to, bring it in. Is like, hey, you only have the money to buy a fancy new TV, but no console. We got you, fam. Game Pass.
Well, and it's like, we believe in our product. Stadia's dead. Luna is limping around. Like no one even plays Luna.
Like Shadow, like it's
got that mud pit, baby. It's down there. It's down there, gonna die. But like, I think that would be such a bold statement for Xbox to be like, we believe in xCloud so much, we are giving a separate tier, and it could be a cheaper tier. It could be like, let's say they're still on the same price range or whatever. $5.99 is the xCloud tier.
Yeah.
Boom. I doubt it. I think they would probably keep it like the same tier as like Xbox and PC by themselves and everything, which is fine by me. But yeah, I think xCloud, that would be such a bold statement for them to say, we believe in xCloud so much that we are putting a separate tier for xCloud in their stuff. Because the little bit that I did play xCloud, it was a ton of fun. Like I played all of 12 minutes. It 12 minutes? Was that the name of it?
The time loop game?
Yeah, time loop. Was it 12 minutes?
Yeah, 12 minutes.
I played all of that on xCloud. I never even touched it on a PC or Xbox.
Huh.
Yeah. By the way, that game, it's good in ways, but it sucks in a lot of others. But anyway.
I was like, what happened? Did you beat it?
I did beat it. I beat it. Like, there's several different endings and everything, but it gets dark. Dude, it gets so dark. It gets so dark. It's like trying to figure out different ways to like solve like these different puzzles. Like, well, I guess I gotta kill her.
Wow.
Like, or it's like the dude comes in, he's like, don't move, and like you move, and he's just like bang. Like, just it's dark.
It's like Until Dawn, where it's like keep the light in like the little like circle or whatever, like you barely move the controller, failed.
Yeah. Oh. Speaking of Xbox, let's move into some PlayStation news. Xbox head Phil Spencer says Call of Duty will stay on PlayStation as long as the platform exists.
And the plot thickens. We got a new chapter to this tale. This news comes by way of a new interview between Spencer and the Same Brain YouTube channel, where Spencer said Activision Blizzard would keep releasing Call of Duty games on Sony's consoles, quote, as long as there's a PlayStation out there to ship to, as reported by Eurogamer. there's kind of a little tongue-in-cheek in that little statement, but we'll get to that in a minute. We're not taking Call of Duty from PlayStation, Spencer said. That's not our intent. Our intent is not to do that. As long as there's a PlayStation out there to ship to, our intent is that we continue to ship Call of Duty on PlayStation, similar to what we've done on Minecraft since we've owned that, which you kind of touched on that last time. We've expanded the places people can play Minecraft. We haven't reduced the places, and it's been good for the Minecraft community, in my opinion, and I want to do the same as we think about where Call of Duty can go over the years. He also touched further upon the ongoing acquisition, citing that it's currently in the regulatory phase, which is a phase where Spencer and others talk to regulators about the acquisition, answer their questions, and more. Quote, I'm pretty confident in the deal closing, Spencer told Same Brain in the interview. Spending time with regulators, I think they're asking good, honest questions about a big deal, as you mentioned, the biggest deal Microsoft's ever done, the biggest deal I've ever done. He says if everything goes according to plan, the acquisition should be past regulatory phases and ready to go through in June of 2023. In the meantime, Sony's been criticizing the deal, citing publicly that Xbox acquiring Call of Duty as a first-party franchise would be unfair to PlayStation players. It'll be interesting to hear if Sony and PlayStation have anything to say in response to Spencer's latest about the acquisition and Call of Duty.
Like you said, I said this last week.
Yeah.
And I've been saying this. Xbox is going to play this just like Minecraft. They are not going to take this from PlayStation. Sony, being Sony, I love them. But, you know, this is Jim Ryan Sony. You know what I mean? This is
Petty Sony.
This is a different Sony, guys, than, you know, Sean Layden.
they adolescent sin, they got an attitude.
Like, this is like teenage Groot. He's
I am Groot. How dare you say that?
They are trying to stop this by any means necessary because they know how much money it's going to bring them. Call of Duty is going to come to, you know, this, and I even put in a poll, you know, do you still play Call of Duty?
Yeah.
I've played Modern Warfare, the remake 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good game. It had its glitches, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was still a pretty good game. I tried to play Black Ops 4, whatever the number is on that one, last time. Like, I like the story. The story is usually good. It's just like an action movie. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how it is. But like, I didn't play all the way through it. And then this one, I'm just like, I don't really care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just because I don't play, and Derek, I know you don't play Call of Duty that often either.
No, I haven't played. The last one I played was, was it Black Ops 3? It's been a generation ago.
Okay, so you like before they went like fully multiplayer on Black Ops?
Yeah.
Okay, so it would have been 2. The last Black Ops before they went.
Black Ops 4 was multiplayer. Black Ops 3 still had a story.
Are you sure?
Black Ops Cold War was the last one.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is this gargantuan beast that, like, you look at MPD. Like, they're always at the freaking top. Like, it is like mind-blowing.
We're going to hit a few sales points in the quick hits, but yeah.
It's like this juggernaut because people play it. Young kids play it. Like, we've gotten to the point, and Murdoch even puts this, like, he's like, I can't play it multiplayer anymore. Like, I'll play multiplayer at, like, the very beginning. Like, if I ever get one, I'll play at the very beginning because, like, the skill gap gets so big so fast, and it's like I ain't dealing with that. I'm not twitchy. That's why I like, you know, Halo. It's like time to kill. I can outlast you. I can move around you. I got my shield, baby. Like Call of Duty, it's like you breathe on them. They're like paper. You know what I mean? They crumple up. But you know, Murdoch says, I play for the stories. The stories are always great. It's like an action movie. That's kind of how I think about, you know, the stories most of the time. And the graphics in these games
insane
are usually the best looking games that you get out there. They're insane looking, like Cold War. dude, looked amazing. Like with Reagan and all of that. Oh my God, it looked
The
amazing.
screenshots or the little video of like I forget where it was another country that they showed like literally the week of launch for Modern Warfare 2 for the story was photorealistic. Like if someone hadn't mentioned it in the comments, I'm like, huh, this is a nice little vista. Like, oh wait, that's a game.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I think my biggest thing when we'll move on with this,
Mm-hmm.
like they're doing these remakes and everything, and like Call of Duty has always had like controversial like missions in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it even got to the point where it's like if you don't want to play this, like you can just say no, and you'll skip those and all of that. But I think those are such important missions. And the reason I say that is like, you know, I think it's like No Russian was the one in one of the, it's like you go into the airport and everything. Okay. And,
Oh yes.
and like, I'm not saying this as like oh, it's important because, you know, all like this weirdness. It's important because it made a statement. Like it put gaming, it was not just like this. Gaming was not just like this passerby, like kid kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It actually like had gravitas, and it wasn't just for shock value. It was for storytelling. And if you look at books, you look at movies, that is what we've been getting from those things. And Call of Duty is one of the first games, and Spec Ops The Line, which I never got to play, but I definitely want to one of these days. It actually like it wasn't just for shock value. And I think a lot of games these days do that for that reason, is for shock value. But now I feel like they're taking things out because they don't want the blowback, or they don't want, you know, you know what I mean? Like
appeal to a wider audience too.
Yeah. But I think that's so important. Like I just wanted to point that out. Like I know, you know, we could say Call of Duty is this kind of like just this thing that's made to sell games and all of that. But at one point in time, Call of Duty was about storytelling. It was about pushing the envelope. It was about making gaming. Modern Warfare, I think it was Modern Warfare 1. The boat scene where like dude, I remember playing that and just being blown away, like how realistic, and like just in like getting on the oil rig on Modern Warfare 2, like just so many things.
I think it was Modern Warfare 1 as well. The ghillie suit where you're trudging through, and then all of a sudden this battalion comes through, and you're just like scared to move.
Oh my gosh, that all ghillied up. Dude, that's so good. And like the sniping part of that mission, and Black Ops 1, like the whole storytelling of it, where like you've like been conditioned, and like this character is totally not real, and like that's what I'm saying is like at one point in time Call of Duty was known for that kind of stuff, and now it's like known, like they're making money, you know what I mean, like they're making money. So needless to say, there you go, Call of Duty is going to be on PlayStation as long as PlayStation exists. And
which is tongue in cheek, because it's like, what are you trying to say, Phil Spencer? Are you secretly hoping Sony's downfall, or is he going to do? Obviously, he's not going to. But like, are you going to whip up that checkbook and buy Sony and be like, you're not making consoles anymore? I win.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I think it's a hilarious statement, though.
Yeah.
Let's move it to the topic of the show, Derek. PSVR 2 release date has been announced for February 22nd, 2023, with a price point of $550 simoleons.
Ooh. As expected, the PSVR 2 will also launch alongside the new Sense controller charging station, and you can get the full details of the pricing below. Obviously, just the base PSVR 2 will be $550. Will include the headset, the PSVR 2 Sense controllers, and stereo headphones. They will be a bundle, which they kind of already leaked will be a launch game, though you could kind of speculate that it would be anyway. There will be a Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle for $600. Oof. And it will include a voucher code for Horizon Call of the Mountain, PSVR, the headset, the controllers, and the headphones. And then finally, they'll just have the Sense controller charging station by itself for $50. Players can charge the VR2 Sense controller through a simple click-in design without having to connect to a PS5 console, freeing up the console's USB ports. Hallelujah.
Dude.
There's more. Sorry. PSVR 2 pre-orders will be available through the PlayStation Direct in the US, UK, France, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg beginning November 15th. It will also be available at specific retailers in other regions on the same day.
There we go. $550. And I'll read Deathbringer. This was earlier in the show. The question is PSVR 2 worth $550? Deathbringer says PSVR 2 is overpriced. We can literally buy a VR for $60 on Amazon. There's hundreds of VRs in Amazon that cost less than $100. Don't waste your money. And the statement is true. You can buy a VR for super cheap. Okay. What you get with said VR is another thing, because I've got like Google Cardboard at one point in time.
Yeah.
You know, it's VR.
I mean, Switch did a VR with what was that thing? It was also with cardboard where you put it together, but they also did a VR thing, but it's basically like baby's first VR headset, and it's like,
yeah,
you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. You know, Oculus Quest is a really, you know, we got the Quest 2 and everything. They just upped their price on that. I can't remember the pricing and everything, but they did just up their price, but it is cheaper than the PlayStation VR. There's several things out there that you can get that are still really good. You know, making the point that you could get a headset for $100 and all that. Yes, you can. You're going to be using a phone. You're going to be limited to what you can do and all that good stuff. Yep. Derek, is $550 too much for this?
Oh my gosh, yes. Now, okay. At first glance, yes, way overpriced. But, and not trying to be a
Sony opponent?
Well, no. Not even that. Not trying to be a business apologist or corporate apologist. It's par for the course with inflation, with all that, and you know, the parts. This is way different tech than the PSVR. It's probably different tech than obviously the consoles. And I think it was Bear Courtney that's like, yeah, the PSVR 2 is going to be more expensive than the PS5. They all laughed at him. Then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, it's true. All of it. Yeah, it's true. So I'm surprised that it's more expensive than the PS5. At the same time, it's par for the course. And again, the tech, different tech. And now $550, like if it would have been $500, I'm like, okay, because the VR 1 and the PS4 Pro were the same price, you know, at launch. Yeah. Like even the original PS4 at launch, it was all the same price. So I was expecting close to that. But $550, woof, that's another console, man. Like even with all the improvements and all like the for the gamer decisions that are much quality of life improvements, $550 steep, man, especially for something that's okay. It's improving. They're marketing it better. They're doing it better. They're making games, not experiences, for a lot of things, but it's still a niche thing. Yeah.
100%. And do you want me to give you a comparison real quick?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay.
Provide more context.
All right. So, like we said, PlayStation VR 2, $550. And Dan said this, and I thought this was really good. He says, I think it might be worth more if it is compatible with more than just PlayStation. It'd be nice to use for a virtual space run off your computer. And that's one of the cool things that other VR headsets, like you can have like a whole workstation within that runs off your computer and everything. I don't think we're going to get that with, PlayStation. It's going to be locked into the console and everything. If we're getting games, that's one thing. Like it has to have games. Yeah. And I think that has been the biggest thing with VR games is there's only so many standout games. Yeah. Beat Saber, Super Hot, apparently the what was that game? There's several games. Anyway.
Which one are you thinking of?
I'm thinking about Iron Man VR. Iron Man VR was good. But there with the good games, there's also a lot of really bad games out there and everything. So it's like there has to be good PlayStation games. Call of the Mountain looks great. Like I'm really curious about it and everything. 550 is really hard.
Especially 600 for that bundle.
So
which means it's like that game by itself is going to be $50. Ridiculous.
Yeah. And so let's look up Oculus Quest 2. Let's see how much we're running with a Quest 2 right now. And a Quest 2, I guess we could just go to meta.com since that's who owns them and everything. I starting at $399 is a Quest 2.
Yeah.
And that's everything that comes, it comes with 2 controllers, the headset, the charging, and Beat Saber.
Yeah.
So you already get a game included with that $399.
Yeah.
And with that, you also like it isn't tied to like a cord or anything. And I think the Quest 2 is probably the most comparable because there are like higher end. The Vive is like a higher end one and everything. But I want to compare it to one other thing. Okay. So let's say you're going to spend like the $600. You're going to go all out.
Yeah.
And you're going to get the charging station. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what else you could spend $650 on? You could get the top of the line Steam Deck with 512 gigabytes of storage for $649.
And have way more games and more variety of games to play on it.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Woo. Yeah. Or
now you have to wait about 3 years to get it, but still.
No, expected delivery dates 1 to 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's right. They are improving. Never mind. They are past the horrible mail out dates. Yeah.
And then you also get a carrying case and a virtual keyboard theme. There you go. But at $399, you can starting $399, you can get a Steam Deck that has like 64 gigs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dude, like as much as like I want a PSVR 2, I cannot see myself spending $600 for a PSVR 2.
No.
Because it's like, okay, I need to experience this to make sure that it's not going to make me sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like I know the Steam Deck's not going to make me sick.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's like, if you buy it, depending on the return policy, like especially at GameStop, if you buy it for $600, they'll give you like, $50 for the trade-in value store credit.
Yeah.
So, and you can. This argument is with any piece of hardware. You got to have enough games to justify people wanting to dive in.
Yeah.
And they didn't. I just want to touch on this real quick because they did announce we're not going to discuss all of them because whatever. You can go look at the trailers on Sony's YouTube page if you want to check out to see what they're about. They did announce 11 new PSVR 2 games. The same day they announced the release date and price.
Mm-hmm.
There's the biggest one being the Dark Pictures Switchback VR. This is from Supermassive. They did an Until Dawn game for the VR. Only downside is, Until Dawn VR was that little carnival ride, theme ride where you're literally on rails, like in a mining cart, shooting things. Literally that with Dark Pictures, and they could have done so much more with it. And when I saw the gameplay, I was like, disappointment. It's literally a copy and paste.
Mm-hmm.
But Crossfire Sierra Squad, The Light Brigade, Cities VR Enhanced Edition. That is going to be an intriguing one, like a sim game on VR. Cosmonius High, Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue, Jurassic World Aftermath Collection, Pistol Whip VR, Zenith The Last City, After the Fall, and Tentacular. A lot of those I don't care for, nor strike me. Several that do. But again, it all comes down to what you have. Like, not even at launch, within the first year, what do you plan to do with this? Because, I know we keep harping on this and, beating a dead horse that is dead, no matter how much you say it isn't. The Vita. They gave up on the Vita so quick. And while it was impressive tech, they couldn't give the software to back it up.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's the issue. And PlayStation London is not making a VR game, and that's what they were making a lot of. The Heist, not the Heist. Like we saw at least two
Blood and Truth.
Blood and Truth, out of them, and now they're making a game that is totally, we'll talk about that here in just a second, but it's not a VR game, and that's one of their like strong VR studios and everything. So they definitely need to be putting out stuff and not just bringing over old ports of VR games. Like that is not going to sell this. And Call of the Mountain is going to do great.
Yeah.
But it's one game. It's one game. And that's not enough to sell a system.
We all learned from the mistake that was Titanfall 1. You don't buy a console for one game.
Oh, man. Titanfall 1 was great, though.
It was, but I can't tell you how many people tried to sell their consoles back after Titanfall 1 ran its course and didn't have support.
Yeah. I remember it. Well, let's get in those PlayStation quickies, Derek.
Yeah. So starting off, we touched on this earlier. PS5 is selling slower than PS4 did in Japan, as it just crossed 2 million units. A lot of sad news in the PlayStation quickies this week. But on the upside, PlayStation 5 has surpassed 25 million units sold, and Sony is producing more than expected. Rumor, PS4 and PS5 Discord integration will be happening in March. PS Plus subscribers down nearly 2 million following June's revamp. The Neo franchise has hit over 7 million copies sold globally. PSVR 2 game Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord confirmed for 2023. Like we talked about earlier, SIE London Studio PS5 game is an online co-op title set in fantasy London. Blood and Truth, like, I'm almost willing to go out on a limb because they did Astrobot VR, then they did an Astrobot console game. I'm almost willing to bet they'll do something in the Blood and Truth universe as a console game. Sackboy: A Big Adventure on PC is Sony's worst PlayStation game launch on the platform to date, which it's funny because everyone was down on like, oh, Uncharted is like the lowest selling PC game. Sackboy literally went, hold my beer. Naughty Dog is working with Visual Arts and new San Diego studio on, quote, a beloved franchise. Following that, Naughty Dog announces The Last of Us board game. Following that, we finally have some exciting news on The Last of Us TV show. It has a release date of January 15th. Let's go. Sony some God of War news to end the segment. Sony reveals 2018's God of War has sold over 23 million units across PS4 and PC. God of War Ragnarok combat and design lead confirms armor transmog system. And lastly, Sony confirms God of War Ragnarok will include 5 difficulty settings.
Well, that's awesome. Especially 5 different difficulty settings. Get your story, then go back for the challenge type deal.
Go beat the Valkyrie Queen on hard mode with no damage.
Yeah. Go tell me how that goes. Having a transmog system is exciting because it's like you can get the armor that you like the look and then be able to get the stats that you want out of it. Because there's a lot of times like in these, action RPGs, like I even know there was armor in the first game that I really liked, and then it was like not even good, like within like an hour.
It looked cool, but the stats were trash.
Yeah. So like being able to have that system in there is really, really exciting. I'm excited for The Last of Us TV show as well. I wanted to hit the PlayStation Plus subscribers down nearly 2 million. I was listening to the KFGD on this, and they were talking about the numbers being down and everything, but the revenue has gone up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're actually making more money off of less subscribers.
Yeah, because a lot of them are probably subscribed to the higher tiers.
Yeah. So like it sounds bad when you say, oh, they're down nearly 2 million people.
Yeah.
But when you're making more money with less people, that's not going to be a bad thing in their minds. You know what I mean?
Right. For sure.
Especially
like, we lost some, but made more money. Neat.
Yeah.
Continue forward.
And with the Sackboy news, did we think this was going to do well on PC?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't going to do gangbusters, but it's one of those like Sony's trying to show their whole portfolio to a new audience to show like, hey, this is what we're about. blah 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 blah. So was it going to take the world by storm? Was it going to outdo God of War? No, but
No.
you know it's par for the course. Like you're going to you're throwing things against the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, cool. Our platformer's still a thing on PC. Do people like PC platformers, or will they like will they like our platformer series? No. Okay. Next thing type of deal.
Yeah. I like Sackboy. I don't even think does well on PlayStation. You know what I
No.
mean? So
No,
it's
like it's
like,
there for the kids, like for Christmas gifts, but I mean, it doesn't take the world by. I mean, it does better than Dreams, like if we're being fair. But
dude,
what doesn't
anything,
do?
yeah, anything compared to Dreams is going to do better than Dreams.
Yeah,
It's like a stocking stuffer. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
I think when Little Big Planet first came out, like it did really well, but like it's like I've not been excited about a Sackboy anything, a Little Big Planet anything in a long time. So
By the way, sirens are on my end if you hear that through your system,
okay,
through your
okay.
headphones.
Yeah, they coming after Derek, y'all. He's been
Yeah.
milking them
They finally
hogs
got
and
me,
slaughtering
guys.
them horses too much.
But yeah, like it's just basically showing what Sony is, and you know
Yeah.
they probably obviously they're not going to expect to get a high return on it, and you know they're just going like, okay, on to the next one, especially like, and they're due for one, right? Like they put a lot of their heavy hitters on there. They put you
Mm-hmm.
know. Well, Ghost is not on there yet, but Last of Us Part 1 is coming to PC. They put Spider-Man 2018. They put God of War 2018. You know, Uncharted's on there. They were due for a flub, you know, and they probably
Yeah.
expected. They're like, hey, we'll just throw this out here. We're not expecting to get a lot for return, but here we go.
Yeah. Well, and Miles Morales comes out this month as well on
Yeah.
PC. So you know, get that over on the Epic Game Store. Use creator code NerdCave.
Exactly. Hey, there you go. Also, I know this is mainly toward you, Zach. Is like, when's Ghost of Tsushima coming to PC? You cowards.
Yeah, I know. It's like, do it.
Do it.
Do I need to come in like full Mongol regalia as the Khan and like storm the studios and like start taking hostages and like putting heads on spikes and like, where is Jin?
I know you have him.
They'd be like, oh my god, he's crazy. And then
And then Shu just shakes his head. My son, what are you doing?
fear leads to better production times.
You thought Crunch was bad. Not as bad as me.
Oh, well, let's get into these quick hits, Derek.
All right, starting off, we got some Assassin's Creed news. Assassin's Creed multiplayer, quote, Project Invictus, officially announced by Ubisoft. So many projects in the works at Ubisoft, by the way. And like, it's like they've been mum on Assassin's Creed, and all of a sudden they're like full bore. It's like, all right, we're going to do 8 million Assassin's Creed projects because that's what sells and that's what you like. Assassin's Creed Valhalla has reached 20 million players. Ubisoft talks up Assassin's Creed Infinity again, says it is a gateway for all Assassin's Creed experiences. To touch on some Call of Duty news, like we talked about earlier, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 PlayStation owners can disable crossplay, but Xbox and PC users cannot. Also, Modern Warfare 2 Hardcore mode will arrive on November 16th, alongside Season 1's worth of multiplayer content. Modern Warfare 2 Ranked Play will be launching in 2023. Modern Warfare 2 is reportedly the fastest-selling game in the series to date. Going back to Alan Wake 2, like we said earlier in the article, Alan Wake 2 release is still on track for a 2023 release. Square Enix is shifting focus from Japan to a now more global market. Metal Gear Solid 3 remake rumors gather pace following virtuous recruitment video. Some EA news. EA's Marvel deal will last, quote, at least 3 games. Then an interesting one, they say the Marvel deal was driven by the success of Star Wars, and I'm like, what success? You had Fallen Order and kind of Squadrons. That was it. EA files patent that hits at automatically changing controls based on player skill. EA also reiterates a, quote, major game will release before April of 2023. Gotta imagine Jedi Survivor is the one they're pointing to. UK's CMA is no longer taking input from the public on the Microsoft Activision acquisition. A sad one, Embracer Group shuts down Studio Onoma, formerly known as Square Enix Montreal. Eidos Montreal cancels one project with reassessing another. and potentially has a new Deus Ex game in the works. FIFA 23 World Cup update will be coming November 9th. Horizon Forbidden West Rider joins the Fable reboot. Rumor, an Elden Ring DLC to feature PvP Coliseum Arena and new bosses. Rockstar Insider speculates GTA 6 reveal could happen soon in community update. New month, which means new free games for both Xbox and PlayStation. So your Xbox games with gold for November will be Praetorian's HD remaster for the entire month and Dead End Job from November 16th to December 15th. For your PlayStation Plus games for November, you get Neo 2 on the PS5 and PS4, you get Heavenly Bodies on the PS5 and PS4, and you get the Lego Harry Potter collection on the PlayStation 4.
Horizon West Rider joining the Fable reboot. That's exciting.
That one stuck out to me. I'm just like, okay, you know, and it's fair. Big RPG going to big RPG.
Yeah, dude. Like I totally forgot about the reboot. Fable is one of my favorite series of all time, and it just kind of like went the way of the dodo. So I am optimistically hopeful, and that right there makes me feel even more hopeful because Horizon had such an amazing story. Both games have. Only time will tell, you know, with a reboot, give it some fresh story. I do want some of the same, you know, story beats within the first game. But, you know, I could definitely take, you know, like if it's like a God of War 2018 kind of reboot, you know, it's like you get some hints of like the old stuff, but you get like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff.
They pay homage to the previous one, but they throw a fresh coat of paint on it.
Yeah, give me something new. Give me some homage. Give me some, you know, some Easter eggs. I'm good to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me get back into Albion. Let me explore. Let me get into that. Like, let's do it. You know what I mean? Let's do it.
Take away the ability to hurt my dog,
dude. Anytime someone touched my dog in 2 and 3. Yeah. That whole town would be dead. Like I would kill everybody. I would kill everybody. Not even gonna lie. They'd all be dead. That's okay. That's okay. There you go, guys. There is the episode for this week. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that like, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything that we do here on the Nerd Cave. Make sure to check us out on podcast services around the globe. And if you are in the market for awesome PC games, go use our creator code NerdCave, that is, at checkout and become epic over at the Epic Store, and you can become part of the exclusive crew by going over to patreon.com/nerdcave. Check out our awesome merch. Links and all of that good stuff is down in the description. Bumpy G Stacks enjoyed the episode.
Same here,
guys. We love y'all. We'll see you next week. This has been Zach
and Bumpy G Stacks.
Have a blessed week. Bye. Boom. She in the durst. She in the durst. You've been playing the first one a lot. What do you mean? The first one, what? Fable? Nani? I see you got your PC set up. What's in what graphics card you rocking? Oh man, that was a good episode, bro.
It was. So I was getting worried because I'm just like, I know the VR news, I know the Xbox news. What I wanted to have just a third story, and then like, oh yeah, we could talk about Remedy. We haven't talked about them in a hot minute.
Yeah. Well, we had the ranking as well, which I think.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
I included that in our special segment. You know.
Yeah. Guys, what did you think about the ranking? Did y'all enjoy that segment? We're gonna be doing it every month. Like
I was gonna say. Yeah, I feel like it'd be a good thing to do every month. Especially the first 3 months of next year. Oh my gosh. Goodness, like trying to rank all those is going to be crazy.
Yeah. Because like some people do like, you know, like top 10s or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Instead of doing like top 10s, like I thought like doing like the S through D tiers, I think is a more interesting way of like going about it.
Right.
That way we're doing it our own way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're doing it our own way. Our own way.
You know what just hit me?
Yep.
Because we've been doing the show for a while. Now that I got Thursdays, Thursday evenings off, we have to check the times, and we got about a month before we have to worry about it. But just throwing this out here, Game Awards is on Thursday. I don't know if we'll cover all of it, like the live stream, but I would feel up, especially not because God of War is going to probably be in the discussion, know what I'm saying? But, just watching that live reaction to the Game Award winner would be intriguing.
We did do it live last year.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember that, bro.
We watched it live last year.
I was still in that fog of war that was GameStop, so I don't remember a lot of last holiday.
Yeah, because remember, they were putting a lot of junk in it, so we would have to cut away.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, we would have to cut away to us. That's right. Good point. I forgot about. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I remember. Got to jog this whole memory. Got to start. It's like leaving your car out there in a below freezing day. You can't just get in there and start it up. You gotta let it warm up a little bit.
Apparently so, man. I thought you'd be warm by the end of that show.
Dude, it's been a long day. My brain's on autopilot for most. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I understand that. Dude, looking at the Steam Deck just makes me want one. Not gonna lie.
The more I keep seeing about it, especially what you talked about, that price point for $600, I'm like, that is intriguing because you get so much more options, especially now that Sony games are coming to PC. But at the same time, it's like I barely have time to play my 2 consoles that I have now. When am I going to find time to play a handheld?
True.
Because while I get an hour, I'm going to want more than an hour of game time.
Yeah. I get an hour lunch. It would be enough for me to because I get there 30 minutes early every morning.
Yeah.
It would, I don't know. It's kind of worth it in a way.
Yeah.
Now, if I could get Epic Game Store on Steam Deck, I don't know that's.
Yeah.
Because you can use our creator code NerdCave at checkout on the Epic Game Store.
Throwing that out there.
Let's look. Can you use Epic Games on Steam Deck? Oh, you can. You can quickly access it on Steam Deck. Dope.
There we go.
There you go.
There you go. You guys don't have an excuse.
Yep. There you go. Get your Steam Deck, guys. Pulling this up again. Guys, if you want some awesome shirts, we got some dope new merch. Got a sale going on now till the 15th is when our sale is done. So of this month.
Oh, wow, that's short.
Hey, you got to get on it because Christmas is almost here.
The sale, right? The sale, but I know you said some of it's going to be limited time, for the merch itself. That's not the 15th, just the sale.
No, the sale is just the 15th. Gotcha. The merch, I'll let y'all know. Okay. By the end of the year, the merch will be gone.
Yeah.
And then we'll do shorter turnarounds as well.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of
we're just testing the waters right now.
Just testing the waters, you know what I mean? Just testing the waters. Show y'all the merch again so y'all can
bask in the glory.
Got socks, dope socks. I'm gonna get me some of them socks, dude. Rock with my new.
You're gonna get them, or you're gonna get them for Amy, so she doesn't freeze your legs off at night.
I'm gonna get them for myself. Amy we'll get a pair for Amy as well. I do kind of want the Margot and Linda as well, just because Margot's really close to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm gonna have to get all of them. I'm gonna just be honest.
I mean, you can't not create the ideas, host a show, create a company, and not have all the merch that you get.
True.
If you don't, you're doing it wrong. Sorry.
True. If I don't rep the stuff no one will. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No
Like,
one
if you're
will.
not ripping your merch, then you're not believing in your company.
Yeah. Which we did go with a better shirt, like blank, instead of like the cheapest version of like,
Yeah.
because we could have went with a cheaper version of the shirt blank, and still charge the same amount and everything.
Yeah.
But the last one, when I used like the cheapest one on Teespring, it was super thin, so I went with a more expensive one.
Yeah.
So we have a better quality shirt,
Yeah.
and everything for anyone that orders and all of that. So
It's like when you buy a bed set, you got to buy that higher thread count because then that means more comfortability.
yeah, get that Egyptian cotton. Have you had Egyptian cotton sheets?
Nah. Well, I mean, probably at hotels, but maybe. I don't know.
Dude, when I first started teaching, I spent like, let's just say it was around $200 for Egyptian cotton sheets. Like everything was Egyptian cotton.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, I think it was at least 800 thread count.
Yeah.
Egyptian cotton. Oh man, so good.
Wow.
So good. Just like these awesome shirts, guys. You can become part of the wolf pack. How?
Except Zach.
When name the last time I said lone wolf?
Probably the last time you played Halo.
Dude, I can't help that I have to carry everybody on my back. You know what I mean?
Listen. But you just can't say Wolfpack and then go lone wolf in a multiplayer game. It's oxymoronic.
No, man, I'm the alpha dog. I'm leading the pack. I'm out there. I'm sniffing. I'm finding the blood. I'm getting out of the first bite. You know what I mean? I'm leading the pack. Ow! Wolf pack, baby.
Leading, but you're not the alpha. You Vegeta. You the beta male.
Okay, guy. Okay,
I'm
guy.
not saying I'm the alpha. I'm just saying you're not.
You are so much like guy. Like you were.
Oh Lord. Here we go again. Don't bring this up.
Guys, if you've ever watched Naruto, put a 5 in chat if this is true.
No.
Derek is Guy Sensei.
Don't do it.
Derek is Guy Sensei, and I'm like Kakashi. You know what I mean? Like Derek's always trying to like one up me. He's always trying to beat me. And it's just effortless for me. You know what I mean? Like Derek's just got to try. I'm over here I'm just winning at life, baby. You know what I mean?
No, you just win at E3. That's it.
Dude, I win at everything.
You know, this thought occurred to me because you keep calling me Guy. You know, for goofy. You know, I'll admit I'm goofy like Guy. I'll admit that. But you know, he has that epic moment where he beats Madara.
Man, why are you ruining stuff for me, dummy?
Are you not there yet?
Dude, I've been busy. I got a new job.
I thought, like, okay, to be fair, I don't know the order that Shippuden goes, but I would have thought that would have been in the part, like, anyway.
Like, I already knew that he fought him and, like, whooped him and everything, but.
Yeah, like, he bodies Madara. He's the kryptonite to Madara. So what you're saying is, I can beat the final boss. Like I am the kryptonite. I am the X factor in this show. So really, what you're doing is giving me a compliment.
I am giving you a compliment.
Okay. Don't ruin it. Don't you dare. I see that smirk on your face. Don't do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you don't.
I don't know what you're talking about, guys. Again, use code FALL at checkout. Get 10% off on all your Nerd Cave merchandise. Again, we will be cycling these out. These will be limited time designs, and then we'll come out with a new, fresh designs. This something that I want to try to do is constantly put out new merch for everybody. I think it's a cool thing for us. You know, I'm trying to invest more into the show and more into the Nerd Cave. Like I'm not able to stream as much, but I am trying to utilize what I can for the Nerd Cave and everything. So like we've got somebody that's been editing our shorts for us and everything.
Killing it.
And it's definitely helped. You know, they're doing a really good job and everything. So I'm you know, we're trying to, you know,
branch out
and everything, and
Bro.
like we're trying to utilize the things that we're given. So you know, go support us, go get you some merch, some good stuff. Again, you can get, you know, 10% off and all that. Yeah.
And also, if you do buy the merch, when you get it, you should take a picture of yourself in it, send it to Zach. That way he can show off, like, hey, people are buying it. People love it. So
yeah, like I want to do like a whole like photo shoot with like wearing like the merch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like being all fleek and all styling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because like I kind of like streetwear kind of clothes, like, you know, like
you like the comfy clothes.
I like the comfy clothes. You know what I mean? I want like people just like, dang.
As a fellow big man, I can relate to the comfy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'll give a little peek at the fit tonight. You know what I mean? I'll give you a little peek at the fit.
Look at you.
You know what I mean? As I knock stuff over. See if I can get it in there. All right. Oh gosh, we just teared stuff up.
There goes.
Oh, my Lord. Sweet baby Jesus.
Oh gosh.
Oh no. There we go. What did I knock over? I don't know.
Please don't start an electrical fire in your house.
We got the I don't know what you're saying, Derek. I don't know what you're saying. You're saying stuff. You're talking crap. I can tell. Over there talking crap. You know what I mean?
I care for your well-being, sir.
What? I got my headphones on now. What?
I said I'm only caring for your well-being, sir. I said don't start an electrical fire in your house, please.
I'm not starting an electrical fire. It's just lights falling down. So I'm trying to show the drip, you know what I mean? Got this shirt. Oh my god, it's so comfy, Derek.
Yeah.
So comfy. You want to know where I got it from?
Where?
Got it from Walmart.
They actually have quality?
Yeah.
Who'd have thought? Well, it's not Troy, so I mean, anywhere else is probably better.
Okay, so got my white shirt. It's all green looking right now. I got these dope like jogger pants. Yeah, they comfy, dude. Got these from Target.
Wow.
I got these blue shoes on. Man, my fit looks.
Shoes?
Yeah, my blue suede shoes. Like I feel good.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
You need to change outfits.
You know, like I've been rocking band director chic for so long.
Yeah. With the PFG and the shorts.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, getting.
Your burr.
Yeah. Well, it's like I was wearing that for so long, but it's like I'm not a band director.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's them days done.
Then you married Amy, and she's like, I'm gonna show you how to dress, son. I'm gonna show you how to dress good.
Well, it took me a while. Yeah. Today I met up with my friend. I had to borrow some gear for Brandon's wedding, and like I come around the corner, and he's like, man, he's like, look at them hip threads, because I work at a company called Hip. He's like, looking good, man. He's like, you got rid of the band director vibe. He's like, you look at the part, dude. So that made me feel good. You know what I mean? Because like he's seen me in the Columbia shirts and the you know that kind of stuff and all that. But it's like I feel good. I look good, you know. But yeah.
Good.
If y'all were, you know, you're a bigger boy. You might not be a bigger boy. I don't know. But y'all looking for some good quality threads. I'm not even kidding. Go to your Wally World. Go find No Boundaries. Like clothing, they got big sizes. They got small sizes. They comfy.
They inclusive over there.
Yeah. And then they got these shorts. I'm talking these comfy. You want, give me a second. I'll get my shorts. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Tell them something while I'm gone.
You know, random thought. This is like how my Rolodex brain works. You know what I remember being a thing? Like he's talking about shorts. Those pant shorts that had the zipper around the knees, where you can just, if he's like, oh, I'm tired of wearing pants or it's too hot, and you just flip or move the zipper. The shin parts come off, and now they're shorts. And it's like, that was the weirdest thing. Like, probably was so cool looking back in the day, but now it's just like, why did they think that was a good idea?
What is this now?
You remember? Maybe I'm just maybe it's a fever dream. Pant shorts, like they would be pants, and they'd have a zipper around the knee. Where
yeah,
you were hot. Yeah, and then you just zipper it off, and now they're shorts. Yeah,
like it was like you think they're cool, but they're not cool as a kid. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like I don't know what prompted me, because you were wearing pants. You said, "Let me go get shorts," and my Rolodex brain just went. Remember this?
Now we'll say what is cool is like the joggers that had like the buttons on the side, and you can like rip them off. Like, you know, like, because I played basketball and everything, so like I had those. Those were dope. It was like, you know what I mean? Like as a kid, you like. Amy says Zach never buys himself clothes, so finally getting to exactly. Like I never buy myself clothes. Like I've never been into like getting stuff for myself. It was more out of necessity. It's like I finally feel like it's like I'm finding my style. I'm finding stuff that I'm comfortable in, that I feel like I look good in. So it's like, you know, I'm getting into it. You know what I mean? So
you're becoming a real adult.
I'm becoming a real boy. So I found, like, again, Walmart, guys, you ain't gotta spend a lot to look good. And people are gonna be like, why are you buying Walmart clothes? I've been like, you get off my stream right now. I ban you. I ban you right now. I look good. I look fresh in my drip. You know what I mean? So these are No Boundaries shorts. And like, they look like jog pants, but they are like super comfortable, dude. And they look good. Like, look, like you.
That does look comfortable.
They're comfortable. And dude, when you put them like with a good shirt and then you put them with some good shoes, like they don't just look like, oh, he's like wearing like sweatpants shorts. It's like, it's like, okay, look fresh. And then you get them long socks on there. You know, like I wear these.
Yeah.
Like my blue shoes. I'll take off my shoe. I'll take off my shoes so you can see what color it is. Derek, you get, I don't get to talk about my fashion. Okay.
Yeah.
So
you fine.
So this is my blue shoes. All right. They're like a lighter blue. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to get it on the mic. But it's like this blue shoe. You see it? Derek? You got it? Okay. So I wear this. I wear those. I got this white one. I got a yellow one as well. But I've got like Vegeta socks that I wear with it. And dude, it looks fresh to death. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it looks good. It looks real good. And then Amy made me this beanie. It's like yellow beanie. Oh, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you said she was making you a beanie. That's true.
Yeah, it's in my car. I don't have it with me. I'll show it to you. Guys, I guess I needed to start taking pictures of my outfits, posting them. You know what I mean? But like every time like I look at like there's people that do like fashion stuff on TikTok and all of that. But it's like they have like the kind of like the, you know, like with their hands and all of that. But I think of like the dude that's like by the tree and he's like, yeah, exactly. Amy says, just leaving the beanie your wife slaved over in the car. Yeah, I know.
That's what he thinks of you, Amy.
I'm an awful husband.
He praises you on stream, but afterwards never mind. I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah, you better be nice, boy.
He treats you like a queen.
She is my queen. I'm a double wide trailer.
What?
No, it's a country song.
Oh.
Yeah, she's the queen of my double wide trailer. Dude, I've got like so many like useless like country songs like in my head. So many useless country songs. It's like we go to Texas Roadhouse and it's like I'm just singing like country songs. And I'm just like, what's going on? It's like
this is not my Spotify playlist.
Well, guys, again, go check out our fresh threads. Get you some drip. Get you some stuff. What's cool is like I can also, Derek, like they've got like accessories on Teespring that we can do. I haven't done it yet. You know what I mean? But like you can get a bucket hat. You know, people wearing bucket hats again.
No.
Yeah, that's people wearing. You know what a bucket hat is, right?
I'm Googling it right now. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
you can get a bucket hat. So I'm showing it right now on so they got bucket hats. They got jigsaw puzzles. We should do a jigsaw puzzle, Derek. You know what I mean? Let's do a jigsaw puzzle. They got bucket hats. Got backpacks. They got swim shorts.
They got
slides, notebooks, stainless steels. They've got different iWatch, Apple Watches, bands.
Water canteen.
Yeah, water canteen. They got a Nintendo Switch case. Oh baby.
Random as all get out. Like it's great option, but random.
I'm curious what this is. Like, is it okay?
It's a rubber case.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's a rubber case.
Is that what's the
or is it a hard case? I don't know. It's got the
It looks like a hard case.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. That's weird. I want to do like a pair of shorts. Like they've got like jersey shorts and all of that.
Yeah.
Make us some jersey shorts. We can do a sports bra.
I'm gonna say there's my crop top polo.
There you go. They got a pennant, aprons, welcome mats, shower curtain. Who wants a Nerd Cave shower curtain?
All right. Weird flex, but okay.
You know, bath mat, cat feeding mat, dog mat.
Hold on. I know I see the description, but but by the shower curtain, is that a Wii Fit board?
No, that's a dog feeding mat.
I know. I see the description. My first instinct was like, who's bringing back the Wii Fit board?
You know, that's what we do here, man. That's what we do here. And then like apparel. I do want to do like an all over print one of these days, like something cool. Like I want to do like some like real like streetwear kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They got different kind of hoodies. They've got like a zip up hoodie. Like I want that bomber jacket of Kind of Funnies, but they're like all sold out. They got all over print joggers, which would be dope as well. Got a gator. And then we got women t-shirts. Oh, there we go. Crop top tee, baby. Crop top tee.
Yes, sir.
Got a crop top hoodie. Got tank tops. We got bike shorts. We got leggings. We got active wear. You know, swimsuit. We can do it all, guys. We can do it all. Kids and babies. We can make onesies.
Every color of the rainbow.
Organic tote bag. You want to tote your groceries in a Nerd Cave bag?
Bring them to Publix so we can save our plastic bags.
Yes. So Derek can save his plastic bags, guys. Joe says we need a switch case, like a carrying case, like out the glasses on there would be slick. That would be cool. Jesus has been known to resurrect the dead. I'm sure he can do something for the Wii balance board.
Maybe he can just the Vita. That'll be the real test.
Dude, I will slap you. I will like straight up slap you. We don't talk about the Vita. We don't. I'm all out. Do I have to put that in like the NFTs and the Days Gone like category?
No, don't you do that. No, because then you'd have to. Because then what happens when you bring it up? Because then you'd have to ban yourself.
Oh, it's okay. I can do whatever I want, man. It's my show.
But here's the thing. You also have an out to where it's like, oh, I can ban myself because I said the thing, but I'm not going to.
Well, that is going to do it for us tonight. I got to pack up and get ready for Brandon's wedding tomorrow, guys. So thank y'all for being here again. If you want to check out our store and grab you something, I'm putting it in the chat right now. If I can get on his show, his double standards. Exactly.
You already know, Dan.
I never said life is fair. I never said
democracy runs rampant on this show.
I never said the Nerd Cave is fair. Okay, that's never come out of my mouth.
No one ever said the Nerd Cave was fair. Let's be
Nope.
anyone who did, I'd like to please show yourself. Please put a 5 in the chat if you thought the Nerd Cave was fair.
You can ask any co-host that I've ever had. It does not run that way. It does not run that way. I will tell Brandon that we all said hey, and I'll try to share pictures and all that kind of stuff on the Nerd Cave Instagram tomorrow, so y'all can check out the story and everything on there. Check us out and all that good stuff. But guys, thank y'all so much for being here tonight. Enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Make sure to like and share it, all that good stuff if you haven't already. Helps tell the algorithm that you enjoyed it. We'll be back Tuesday for more awesome stuff over on Twitch, and then Thursday we will be back here after I get to play some God of War on Wednesday. You know what I mean?
I mean, will I take off the show just to play God of War because I'll be working most of the time? Maybe. You'll have to tune in to find out.
Maybe that's all we do Thursday is like we just play God of War on stream, but we don't show anything. We're just like,
exactly.
Because we can't, because of Brock. Brock is the reason why.
Oh yeah, no, you fooled me once.
Yeah, you fooled me once. You know, you could feel that it's Fimbulwinter, right? You can feel that it's Fimbulwinter, right, Brock? Right? Where could you feel it, Brock? Where? I wonder. Not in your skin, not in anywhere else, in your bones, but no, in a specific area, very specific area. Brock. All right, guys, we love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. This has been Zach
and Derek.
Y'all have a blessed night. Bye.